So I may be stoking the wrong fire with this one. For those of you who don't know, we currently live in a time where there are more than two genders. And for those of you who grew up in my generation and that weren't brainwashed by this ridiculous ideology from birth will know that is bull. And it is absolutely abhorrent to me that the youth of today grows up in a society where they believe it's okay to be gay, where they believe it's completely acceptable to be transgender and cut your frigging balls off and become a woman artificially. Anybody who does not identify as the sex that they were born with and the gender that they were born with, gender and sex are the same thing, by the way, have a mental disorder. They have an absolute mental disorder and they need help. And we are denying them that help that they so desperately need but don't want by telling them that it's okay to be gay, that it's okay to be transgender. What we are doing by enabling them is enabling their mental disorder. That's wrong on so many levels. Look up the rate of suicide in the transgender community. Look it up. Just right now, pause this video and go look it up. It is alarmingly high. How many of you are familiar with the gender unicorn? The gender unicorn is essentially this cartoon unicorn that's marketed to little children. The problem with this is that the left is brainwashing our kids at a young age into believing that they can identify as whatever gender that they please, and that means that they are that gender. No, the last time I checked, if you identify as an attack helicopter, which is a proper go-to for satire on the subject, if you identify as an attack helicopter, that doesn't mean you automatically grow missile silos and can fly around and kill people. So I'm going to take this basic little gender unicorn quiz just to amuse all you leftists out there. Gender identity, male. Gender expression, masculine. Sex assigned at birth, male. Why do they assign you a sex or gender at birth? Because they look at your frickin' penis and they realize, hey, guys have a dick. Guys have a penis. You know what that means? This one's a man. This one's gonna grow up to be a man. That's not there just to amuse you. That little flappy dick right there is not there just to amuse you. Okay? That thing has a function. That is a male organ. Male organ. You know what male is? That's not a female organ. You can't be a female and have one of those. Attracted to women. Emotionally attracted to women. There you go. Perfect. Friggin' kindergarten. Kindergarten and first grade, they're giving these kids these sheets. In first grade, I was in advanced reading and advanced math, and I had no clue what a girl looked like. So I had no clue. So how the hell do you think that these kids are gonna know? These are kids that have not matured in that way yet. And you're exposing them to something that they really do not need to be exposed to at this age. Do you see the problem here? If you remember as far back as Nazi Germany, I of course don't. I'm a pretty young whippersnapper. I don't quite remember that far back. However, if you go back to Nazi Germany and you actually read your textbook, you'll realize the Nazis loved pumping out their propaganda to children because they knew their propaganda was batshit insane, and they knew that no sane, normal adult would actually grasp it. But they knew that these little children, if they grew up with it and they formed their minds around it, then they would believe it. They would absolutely wholeheartedly believe it because they're children. They're moldable. They believe anything you tell them. If you told them that it was raining outside when it's really sunny, they believe you. This is really just a pathetic excuse of an attempt to brainwash our country's youth. This chart right here shows the real genders in comparison to the mental disorders. Now, as you can see, there's clearly two genders, female and male. If you were born with a penis, regardless of what you think, regardless of how you feel or what you think, you are a man. You will always be a man. If you are born with a vagina, it does not matter what you think, you will always be a woman. It doesn't matter what you think in your little screwed up mind. It doesn't matter what you believe in your little fairy tale. I am a human being, right? Homo sapien. I want to identify as a crocodile, which is ordered in the animal kingdom as under the phylum reptile. I'm in a completely different phylum. I am in the phylum Mammalia, but can I identify as a crocodile? This is where it gets confusing. How far is the left willing to go before they give up on this whole identification train? If anybody heard you talking like this 100 years ago, they would have you locked up in the insane asylum. In conclusion, I am not afraid to voice my opinion when it comes to liberals. If you're gay, I will not talk to you. If you believe in transgenderism, I will reprimand you. And if you are a transgender, I will lock you up in an insane asylum. See you next time, guys. Cannot allow these liberals to take our guns, because once they take our guns, they take our freedom. When they take our freedom, we are